This is Dirshu Mishnah Beruraha. As we continue learning Hilchos Tefillah, Siman Kof Zayin, we will begin Sif Beis and we'll finish Siman Kof Zayin today. So Sif Beis begins, says the Machaber, Chedesh as Shamarnu. In the previous year in Sif Aleph, we learned all about cases in which you'd have to mechadesh something, that when you have to, when you don't have to. If we said if you're misupik, if you daven again and you don't need a chiddush. But if you're sure that you daven and you just want to daven again, you're in the mood, then you're allowed to daven again. But with this chiddush, Shabbos, Yontif, Musaf, you're never allowed to make a chiddush. If you realize in the middle, you have to stop right away. What's this chiddush? Says the Shulchan Aruch in Sif Beis, Hu she'echadish davar b'chol bracha. You add something into each and every bracha. Meim sayis, meim bracha in the middle, in the topic of the bracha. If you did it in one bracha, that's enough to make it into a nedava that's not a chiyav. Says the Rama. Only if you add on something you didn't need prior. Continues the Rama. As we turn over the page over here, la chein. So let's let the Mishnah Beruraha explain what's going on over here. Says Mishnah Beruraha, Sivkat and Ches. You have to add on something in the middle, Meim Sayis. Avaloi begimel brachas, no begimel rishaynais. Not in the first three brachas of Shemaina Esrei, ubegimel achraynais, nor in the last three, Kamam Sim Kof Yud Beis. You have to add something in the middle, the beef of the bracha, of the middle brachas, of the bakashais. You have to add in something that wasn't there prior. Says the Mechaber, Sef Gimel and Dalet, we'll take these two together. Ein tzibur mispal tefillas nadava klal. A tzibur is never allowed to do this. Dalet haraitz mispal tefillas nadava. So she'em makir as atzmai zariz v'zayir va'amid bedaito shiyuchel lechami tefillas merishat tzayfa. And this is where tefillah nadava gets very sticky for all of us. You have to know by yourself that you're a lacker, you have zrizus and zeirus, and you could gauge in your mind that you're able to have kavanah the entire tefillah. That Hashem says, what are you doing? What do I need all this for? It's enough, the three tefillahs. Why are you adding in? And this is obviously the reason why we're not really adding on the davais randomly. Why not? Because we're all holding in this place of we don't want Hashem to say Lamli Raves of Chechem without intent, etc. Says the Mishnah Beruraha, if caught the cloud, when do the tzibur bring the dava? Only as dessert, to make sure there's always something burning on the mizbeach, and it should not be idle. So it's not so common. We don't make a shvan esrei for that. Yachal is allowed to do it even b'tzibur. You should not do it unless you know you're going to have kavanah. Let's begin Siman Kov Ches. And here it is. The halachas of Tashlumim, says the Mechaber, Sif Aleph Toy Nanas. So we made a mistake, or there's unavoidable misav. V'lo yisbal shachris, mispal el mincha shtayim midav mincha twice. Harishaina. This is critically important, as we've seen already. When you're davening Tashlumim, you have to know what you're doing. It's not enough just to say Shemon Esrei 2 times. So you have to know you miss shachris. It was an aynis. So you daven 2 minchas. But what's the first one? Harishaina's mincha. And the shniya l'tashlumim, the second one is the shachris. And if you thought the other way around, you thought I'm first davening shachris and mincha. Lo yasi de tefillah shitashlumim, doesn't work. So then you got to daven a third time. Anytime you daven tashlumim, the first one is the tefillah you're up to, and the second one is always the tashlumim. The second one is always the one that you are filling in. Says the Mishnah Beruraha, Sivkata and Aleph, you are ta, and you did not daven, kavanah lafuke hazed. It's coming to exclude someone who did it on purpose. Someone didn't daven because his mind wasn't there. After it's not the right thing. Why is it not the right thing? Because even if you're not going to have the right mindset, it's better just to daven. We've seen, even if you don't think you're going to have kavanah, you still should daven. Hashlama is going to work. We just finished Purim. I mean, the shirim results that have been from a week and a half ago, but the shir is being recorded right after Purim. So that would be a case that one of a shikr wasn't able to daven. Let's say we have an einin, that classical case. someone was nifter middle of the night, and they didn't finish the kvura till after shkia. Excuse me, why shkia? Till after chatzos, so we can't have a shachris anymore. You didn't have water to wash your hands. All these are 172 of the next tefillah of mincha, for example, like we're talking about. Reminds the Mishnah Beruraha, just because you don't have water, don't miss a tefillah. Let's say you're dealing with public matters. As we saw over there, that you're potter from down the but in this scenario, since you really were potter, you do it as a nidava. Says Mishmur Sivkat Gimel, you were nenats and you didn't daven shachris. Well, in Kriyishma, is there tashlum on Kriyishma? I allow safe seven on Chas, Meshkazan, Shamishabur, Vain Shamoid, the Berchas Kriyishma, and tashlum Kuliyama. Everyone agrees that the brachas don't have tashlumim. Then a fail in Yirtzal Varich Sam Beisha Kar Kriyishma, Pamacheres, and Berchas say you want to say them, you should not if it's too late in the day. So take the Chazal Tashlum El Tefila, Shebakos Shas Rachmin. But as we saw over there, the Kriyishma itself, you should daven later in the day for two reasons. As the Gemara Bracha teaches us, it's Kekayir Bat Torah, so you're allowed to say Shema again. And number two is that the mitzvah of Yitzias Mitzrayim is the entire day. So even though you're not going to be Yotzei, Kriya Shema, when you do it too late, you are, yes, going to be Yotzei, the mitzvah Zaseh, and it's a Daraisa of Yitzias Mitzrayim. Sivkot and Dalin Mincha, Kshu Shliach Sibur, Yotzei De Ashlama B'ma Shechzer Atfila B'Kol Ra. If you are the Shliach Sibur, again, a very critical halacha, you mishachris. And now you davening mincha. So do you daven two and then a third? No. If you're the Shliach Sibur, when you take Chazar Tashatz, you're yotzei that which you miss. You have to have kavanah tashlumi gam lo'iti ba misha einai baki. So it's going to be interesting. You daven a mincha. The second one, you're having in mind it's kilu shachris. But for everyone else, it's the middle of mincha. You're being the Shliach Sibur of mincha. Shtayim sevkat and hey. Vein dai shecham l'shmaim Shliach Sibur. Let's say it's ba b'shul atzul tashlumim. Says the Mishnah Beruraha, you can't be yotzei tashlumim via listening to the Shliach Sibur. Bein aver arvis oishachas. Don't take the shades of chazar tashatz. Dav kamisha and a baki. You can only be yotzei chazar tashatz if one is unable to read, not just stam. You don't want to daven. But you have it yotzei moy is b'shvel shlomas tfilas arvis. For my review, could be yotzei. V'af al gav de b'simim kuf chav dali kaimelan dafilu. But you have it in baki yotzei v'chazar tashatz. You can't be yotzei. Mikomakom b'zeshi tashlum shel tfilas arvis shirishos. Kala, it is more lenient. And now again, what are the two tefillas? The first one is Arishayna as Mincha. Kisarch lahaktim tefillah shichay b'shah. The tefillah tashlumim, because first comes the Chiv, Mincha. Then Shachris, and the same thing is going to be if you miss Mincha, etc. Vim hibach. Let's say you did it the opposite. Pirush, what does that mean? Says Mishnah Beruraha of Katan Zayin. Sheisa b'tayta she'arishana tashlumim. You were thinking the first one is Shachris is tashlumim. Lo yatsa. Why? So like teknu rabbanan hashlama. This whole creation of tashlum was only al bizman as askus b'tfilah chiyuv am lo'kaidim l'chin. It's only while you're middle of a chiyuv. Only once you finish Mincha, not before that. V'yesh mefavkin loimer she'in tzarich lachzol ispalel. Says Mishnah Beruraha, some say you don't have to daven a third time. Unless you explicitly said the second one is a chayv rishon the shlumim. Kohen shu mosei Shabbos. Here's a geshemaki case. It's Motzei Shabbos v'hevdil b'shniya. And the second one you said had to chayniv lo yevdil barishayna. K'may she'yisbar. Meaning you missed mincha. So you're davening two mayers. And the first one, you did not say Havdalah. Why? Because you thought the first one was Mincha. The second one, you said Havdalah. So you're explicitly showing that the first is Mincha, the second is Ma'ariv. Then, in that case, you daven a third time. Olini Dina, Paskins, the Mishnah Beruraha, Kasva, Pri Chadash, Rabim Gadim, Shein Lanu Ela Dimrei Mechaber, Chanita Derechayim LaHalacha, that you would yes daven a third time. It's better on this third time if you messed up the original two, meaning you did them backwards. You should be yasna. You should say make it tonight. Then I'm davening as a nidava. Lo yatsa sivkat and ches. Whatever reason you did it. So what do you do? Let's say you daven the first one as a chiyuv, and the second one, you daven the first one as a chayva and the second one as tashlumim. But these are all confusing cases. You're in the middle of the winter and you have to have 2 minchas. So the first one you got it right, it's a chiyuv. The second one is tashlum shachris, but then in the first one you forgot to say dalul matar. But even the tzarich lachzor, and now you have to repeat because you forgot to say dalul matar. You only remember this after the second one. Also the tashlumim. Second else with tashlumim. Then you could have an answer for a chayva. Even though the tashlumim, even though the first one you davened as a chiyuv was a mistake, it's not like you didn't daven. Was the zman of the tefillah. Any scenario, the first time you daven is a chiyuv and you made a mistake, and you have to repeat it, and then you daven the second one as tashlum, and the second one works, and you only have to repeat for the chiyuv. It's only if you had explicit kavanah. If you did not have explicit intent for the second one to be tashlumim, it's better to assume that the second one is a chayva, and then down for tashlumim. And of course, when these things happen, it's very complicated. It's a wonderful sefer by a Rav learner from Eretz Yisrael called Shkios Miyavin. Highly recommended as it goes through all these cases with all the contemporary psakim. We'll pick it up from Sif Beis Emir Tashem in the next shir.